Hey everyone, welcome back to Cobalt Mood. Don't know what day it is, don't know what time it is, but I do know that I have to practice a 4-hour work day today. This morning I left for my third day of my house sitting gig and I realized I'm completely out of stock. So therefore I don't have any photos or anything to take with me. Didn't wake up early enough to record this video, so didn't have anything to edit. So I just basically was forced to have the morning off with the dogs, and I did bring a book, but I ended up just watching The Voice. I didn't even bother bringing my computer. I was like, oh, maybe I could, do some like product research or look up brands, and I just like, you know what? I've already failed miserably. I might as well enjoy my morning. So me and the dogs got a good cuddle session for about 3 to 4 hours. And then after that, I had to rush home because I had my mentorship call. I'm looking forward to listening to that back because I actually only had one question for him, which was when to move myself out of this space. And sometimes those conversations, I have like one question that ends up 5 different places. So it wasn't very like organized in my brain. And I think some of it was me just like processing out loud, but it felt like we were fighting. So I don't know what it is. Okay, guys, I hate debate. And so when people come at me, I go one of two ways. I either shut down and just say, okay, yep. Or I'm like ready to duel you. So I think I was a little bit saucy today in my call. And because I realized like, oh man, the call starts at 1. Sometimes it goes like an hour or 2. I better like ask my question first. I told myself I'd give it like an hour and a half. And if the call is still going, I need to leave. And I was able to make that happen because, okay, you know how I told you guys I'm like addicted to like iced tea right now? I'm trying like all of the different versions of like Arizona iced tea. They have so many. It's like a wonderful experience. But anyways, I picked up these as well. Celsius energy drinks. And I had on a whim decided to try this one brand called like Aloha, I want to say, or something like that. I'm very close to what it is. And it was an energy drink because I was like totally dead one of the days that I had to source for like 6 hours. Man, I feel like it's still going through me. Anyways, I had this during my call and maybe that led to some of the sauciness, but I was like, so I like left in a hurry. I was like, oh my gosh, like feeling anxious. I need to drop my stuff off at the post office and then I'm going to head to my sourcing. And, it gave me the juice I needed to like artificially wake myself up for the rest of today. And I went to like my best store and, it was a beautiful experience. They had a bunch of new stuff. There wasn't anybody there because I got there at like 2:30 on, I think it's Tuesday. I don't know. Captain Obvious was there. My main girl. I wish I remember her name, but I really just love calling her Captain Obvious. So anyways, she works Tuesdays. And so I saw her and, we always say hello to each other. And I decided to go ahead and, dip my toes into some like trying to get some intel, So I was like, hey, did you guys just restock? Like it seems fuller than usual. And she was like, oh no, we stock every day, which like I know they do, but not what I meant. So I pushed a little bit more and I was like, well, I feel like sometimes when I come on Sunday or Monday, the shelves seem like not as full, like kind of barren. I don't know if it's just because of the weekend crowd kind of playing dumb. And she was like, oh yeah, Mondays we shelf pull, which I'm pretty sure that language means that they pull out the plush that had been sitting around for a while, aka all the ones I passed on. And then I guess Tuesday they refill the shelves. So now I know Tuesday is the day to go. So I ended up getting, I think it was like 7 bags full of plush. I think I was there from like 2:30 to like 5:30. Like I was there for a long time because I did one pass and then I did a second pass where I put back all of the smaller plush that were like popular culture, but not in the metric that I'm looking for. It's like my extra credit, basically. But, you know, I'm trying to trim the fat a little bit here. I'm trying my best to move away from lots, but I did end up picking up a few items that I'm going to lot with things that are currently here that haven't been moving. I wonder if I can find it. Okay, so here's a good one. This is really cute. The brand is Mafu Sand. And it's basically, they have these cats in different outfits. And so I have this one that's a shark. By itself, it's like probably like $12-ish for this particular one. I have a multicolored one in here. I think it's like 40 or 60% off. And it's currently priced at $18. And there's like 2 watchers on it, but haven't gotten any offers. So I'm actually going to pull that, and then I'm going to lot it with this guy. And then that way I can probably start the price at around like $35 or $40 for both of them. So yeah, Mafu Sand's very cute. It's a good brand, but you just have to know what characters. I mean, I guess it depends like what your metrics are. Like if you want like a $20 plush, Mafu Sand, that works. And they're easy to spot. Anyways, okay, the other one I picked up, I don't know if I finished my thought, but I went to my honey hole and then I went to 2 other thrifts after that. Okay, so I picked up this huge unicorn from Red Means Douglas. And, you know, Douglas is a good brand. All of the medium ones that I've, you know, bought, I have sold through pretty quickly. I was hesitant about this one because the hair is pretty matted and pretty matted down here as well. And there's some hair, you know, behind the hoofs. But it's a great size, and I'm pretty sure this one's retired because I found one very similar to it listed that recently sold for $85, and it was also matted. So we'll just see. Maybe, you know, there was somebody on that $85 one that lost out because they didn't place a bid, or, you know, sometimes people just wait around. So mine will come on the market. There's maybe like 1 or 2 listed that are not matted, but their prices will just be higher than mine and I'll come in lower. So who knows? But yeah, went ahead, got this guy $7. Okay, and then I have just decided I need squirrel brain opportunities. So usually I hit all the plush aisle and then I circle back, just like one quick pass through the toy section. I have given myself 1 box of squirrel brained pickups and that box has actually spread to a second box. So I'm just going to go ahead and give myself 2 boxes because I did end up picking up some non-plush items. For example, Captain Obvious brought this out like as I was headed out to leave. 2 vinyl dolls. Woody does have the pull string. The voice box doesn't work, but I need to check if it actually has a voice. Okay, so I'm actually seeing that there is a part of a battery in here, so maybe I can change the battery. Not sure, but with both of them. Oh, she also has one. Okay, so there is a voice box. Let's play it one more time.
Well, howdy. Glad to meet ya.
Oh, there's multiple. That's cool. I didn't even like see this in the store.
Howdy, I'm Jessie.
Sweet mother of Abraham Lincoln. That's funny. Okay, so I normally avoid toys that have like electronics, but when I did a quick search of these 2 together, I'm like, I bet somebody sold this as a lot. $50 for both of them. So, you know, sometimes people don't mind if toys don't work. I mean, I'm sure some parents would prefer toys to not work if there's not a off button somewhere. So anyways, I'm going to give myself an extra box and these 2 will go in it. I also ended up picking up these. They're called Royal High, and it caught my eye because A, it was sealed, but there are staples in it, so I'm not sure if maybe they're used. but all of them have staples. And there's different characters. So, I can't recall right now, but something High, Monster High, I want to say, is very popular right now. I think it's Monster High. They do a lot of like dolls that people pick up from garage sales. Anyways, I looked this girl up, and new in box was $24, and the cost for her was $4. So yeah, good little flip right here. I'm probably still gonna list it as pre-owned, but yeah, quick way to turn my cash, and all the pieces are there, so give it a chance. What I like about these, I think my like hidden rule I'm giving myself for the non-plush items is if it comes in a box, ideally it's gonna fit in the same box I have my hat boxes in. So my hat boxes are 8x8. Just test it. Yep, no problem. It'll fit. As long as it fits my current system, like, it's fine. And to be honest, my squirrel brain moments don't always hit the same metric as plush, but I just think I need that sometimes. It gets boring. It gets boring trying to just do plush. It's hard for me to just do plush and then leave the store. I always like go to hats, go to toys. I don't know. It's just some variety that I guess I need. I keep doing it, so I'm just letting it into my system, and I'm just going to give myself 2 boxes so I can contain it. And then if it gets full, which it might after this pickup, no more squirrel brain until I sell through it. Yeah, so I have one more day of house sitting, and then I'm going to have, I think, Thursday and Friday totally free. And then I have another dog coming on Saturday. So I'm going to have half days to source. I definitely have enough stock to not have to source, but the next couple stays are going to be pretty close together. And I want to work on having some overages so that I need to look like how many days I have in between. But let's just say it's like 2 days in between my stay that starts on Saturday and then the next one. I don't want all the pressure of finding all of the items in 2 days. So I'm just going to keep sourcing because I believe like my next day is Saturday through Wednesday. And then I want to say the next one starts on Sunday, and they're here for like a week and a half. I'm going to count all this stuff up. I'm also going to just take this moment to manifest more Bankers boxes because I only have 2 extras. So when I divvy up plush, I'm like putting it in grocery bags. And I really enjoy having boxes. Like it's so much more organized and helpful to just grab a box, process, photo. Like it's just way better. Okay, yeah, so I need to find Bankers boxes, but I also need to find small boxes because like you saw how much room was left with just one of these guys in a hat box. So like ideally I'd find a smaller box. I want to be able to source them for free instead of buying boxes, but yeah, I just need to buy from somebody who loves Amazon and has a bunch of extras that are small. So I'm going to manifest that right now. I had a few people I've messaged, but they haven't gotten back to me. So the hunt is on for thrifting free boxes. All right. Well, I don't know. I guess I just have to go to the next task now. I did buy dinner for myself, so I'm going to just go ahead and photo 8 and then eat dinner, like as my treat. So yeah, the clock is ticking. You know, I like to post the same day before midnight. I like to post my listings before midnight. So it all has to get done in the next 2 or 3 hours. Time is ticking. Let's go. Bye.